Yo, it's Wtff fucking Puff back at it again. We have, shit. I thought the little paperwork was over here. Of course it isn't. I don't even have shit plugged in right now, so. This is what happens when you take a little too much dab sometimes. Dab a little too much in the morning, and then you mix dab with frickin' resin and frickin' keef, and the joint is even worse. That's worse for the smoke during this thing today, and this is all kinds of weird frickin' fucked up because I just kind of wrote everything in weird places. So, yeah, this is how we're gonna do this. I wrote everything backwards. I am backwards. I gotta plug this in, so don't mind the... Oh no, it's not even plugged. It's not even on right yet. Oh my god, I'm dropping papers. Alrighty, that's there. Move this paper. Move these things over here. Man, I should have set up before I did anything. Yeah, I'm about to frickin' hit frickin' pause and not do it, but no. I know we're gonna frickin' start this off. It's going to get this going and everything. Alright. Now, two really bad newses on the RIP section and stuff like that. This week's top 10 is very weird. I say it's the return, the week of rock's return. Maybe it's a rockin' out summer. There's 6 different rock genres in this top 10, and then 4 other genres. And maybe even a couple of those you could put in the same genre, almost in the same thing. Don't mind it. You're going to hear assholes blasting music and revving frickin' engines in the background because I live on a highway and I don't care about background noise. I don't care about editing things. I like it real and in person. No edits, no cuts whatsoever. Some things I write down just in case because, remembering weird facts about 10 frickin' things or weird or descriptive things about 10 different songs each week is a little out there. But today's joint is a nectar glazed and Maui Wowie dab glazed joint with 3rd gen roaches and about maybe a 0.2 of keef thrown in there somewhere. And we on the cannon again this week. So that's this week's freaking crazy ordeal. We gotta twist that up for a better burning when it gets to that. He's got generic stuff, my Mets hat on, but the in memoriam, I don't even know which one I should put first, but I know who I am putting first. Damn it. We'll play a little bit of it. It wasn't the most popular song by her, but it was my mom's favorite song by her, and I grew up loving the song and still love it to this day. At 83 years of age, the immortal, twice inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Tina Turner passed away. So here's a little snippet of Private Dancer in memoriam. Oh, and also today, yesterday and today, for anybody who sublimes like I sublime, as I said in my Facebook frickin' posts and stuff yesterday, after I do this video is going to be all about Sublime studio cuts because last night was 27 years since the last live show, and we play all the live material as Sublime fans the night before, and we play all the studio cuts the day of his actual death. So stay in power, frickin' Bradley Knoll. We still miss you. We still love you. We will still keep your music being played for years and years to come. I heard your son's in a band, and my friend just saw him in Rhode Island last weekend, so he sublimes a little bit more than I sublime because I didn't even know about that, so that's sublimed. Here's Private Dancer from Tina Turner. R.I.P. Damn. pause there for the copyright reasons. Put a little bit more on it because we do want to hear her beautiful voice, and this is an amazing intro to the song. So I'm just going to kind of pull it up into the middle of the song and hope it's right near her singing, just so we can hear her voice and know we missed a great talent.
A dancer for money. I'll do what you want me to do. I'm your private dancer. A dancer for money. And any old music will do. I'm your private.
Yeah, we got to hear her beautiful voice again. We'll still hear it when we listen to it, but we won't see her in life, and that sucks because Tina was Tina, man. It was Tina. Like, damn, man. And the next one we gotta play is, this one hurt as well and stuff like that. Andy Rourke, the legendary bassist of the Smiths, passed away after a battle with pancreatic cancer on May 19th of this year, 2023. Playing How Soon Is Now because not only did the generation that grew up with the Smiths and reflected on the Smiths as the forerunners for a lot of the music that happened in the late 80s and 90s and early 2000s and inspired a lot of different genres of music. Andy Rourke was that type of bassist who did inspire a lot of musicians. And the Smiths still are considered a relatively, they're known, but they're still like underappreciated band. And not only is this song iconic for the 80s and the people who grew up in the 80s, but this song is also iconic for the people who grew up in the 90s because of how much it influenced pop culture as the theme song for the show Charmed. So we're going to play as tribute to Andy Rourke, How Soon Is Now. And yeah, we can't do any more for the freaking things, but we highlighted Andy Rourke's amusing bass line. Now, after 8 minutes of already recording about bullshit and technical difficulties and all the other stuff I should have had set up beforehand and stuff, and saying these amazing tributes and stuff, we are going to go into this top 10 that is rocking beyond belief and stuff like that, and we've got a little something to say about almost everything. This number 10, honestly, this song looks into my soul and converges all the rattling in my brain. Apparently the band's been around for 27 years. I'm a little out of the loop on that one. That surprised me there. Woof. You've been around since 1996, and I may have heard of you, but probably forgot about you, and now love this. And I love the fact that in this song, she sounds a lot like Anna Murphy from Olivetti. So here is Within Temptation with Wireless at number 10. What the fuckity fucking puff. We gotta pause it there because copyright trolls suck and I hate them. Gotta keep going and gotta keep playing them. But the song picks up. It goes very emotional. It goes very roller coasting ride. Lyrics are fantastic, and the singing it elevates the song. Like, I really thought when I heard the start of it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a frickin' rocking out song. It's on the metal playlist, and it's a rocking out song. But I didn't anticipate such a powerful female vocalist like Sharon Vondel that I looked her up who she was and stuff like that. Did. Now at number 9, we've got Mr. Posty. Great song. Not stellar enough for a higher rating and stuff like that, but he does make some valid points in his song, and it's a very good song. And I like the play on the words, calling it mourning, like crying, mourning for somebody and stuff like that, but also reflecting the imagery of crying, mourning, and how the sun can cry on people in the morning, how their rays come down. It's a really unusual metaphor and imagery association. I like it. Pretty cool song. But yeah, here's Mourning by Post Malone, number 9.
Don't want to sober up. The sun is killing my buzz. That's why they call it morning. Thought I was strong enough. Threw my body at the sky. Said, God, that's a warning. Don't want to sober up. Try to keep it inside, but I just want to pour it. Thought I was strong enough. Got a lot of shit to say. Couldn't fit it in the chorus. I just left Wally, spent a Maserati. The way I got a flexion.
And that's where copyright trolls suck, and I hate them. Gotta keep going, gotta keep playing them. Ashing on my script, and that's not a good thing. So last year, it was a really awesome artist who put an awesome song out called Morgan Wade, and she was on one of my first quarterly top 25 before I started doing the weekly top 10s. And it was an amazing song, and I was hoping I'd hear another amazing song from her, and here she is, producing a second amazing song with Psychopath at number 8. This one is like unusual. It's an unusual reflection of a relationship. The perspective of this phone is the focus, and it's a little creepy, but good creepy and stuff like that. Like one of the lines and stuff like that was something like, "Was it normal before us?" It's really pretty cool freaking song. I like it.
You say I'm a psychopath, sitting at the bar drinking my coffee black. Look at me and you start to laugh. You say I am a psychopath.
And we gotta stop it there because copyright trolls suck, and I hate them. Gotta keep going and gotta keep playing them. The song is very meaningful and very good. But the next one at number 7, I actually commented on their Facebook page because they can market to so many different genres. I'm presuming the name of the band is pronounced Ladrones, and I'm presuming it's the name of the song is pronounced Cloaca. That is what I've gotten from what I heard in their song and seen on descriptions on their social media sites and stuff, because I had to look them up. There wasn't much info until I got into like their social media stuff. Like it's like a couple of these bands in here, I couldn't find anything on, like even the unreliable Wikipedia wasn't available, which is scary. But apparently they hail from Puerto Rico by way of Atlanta. They actually are coming out of Atlanta with it. But this band mixes elements of hardcore, post-hardcore, metal, ska, jazz, beach rock, hard rock, new metal, hip-hop, all while comprising pieces of multiple different Latin and Hispanic music. Here we go. Ladrones, Cloaca. They sound like it's almost like mixing Mephistopheles with Puya and throwing some boss tones in somehow, and you got frickin' Sublime in there somehow, but somehow there's some frickin' surf frickin' beach rock frickin' like sped up version of frickin' Beach Boys and stuff like that, or Monkeys type music, but it's I can't put it in any genre. It's literally across all genres. Number 7, Cloaca by Ladrones.
Yeah, familia Sam, Master Team, se armó la machaca. Agua negra en el mic que está sonando la cloaca. Aquí la cagas y mañana pareces calaca. No estoy hablando de cuando suena la matraca. Ratatata, se gana o pierde jamás se bata. Por platas, parece que sus manos se batan. Relatan, puro cuento de
So we gotta stop it because copyright trolls suck and I hate them. Gotta keep going and gotta keep floating them. Holy shit, I'm coughing like crazy. I think I hit some of that freaking nectar smear. Ooh. Okay. So number 6 is an awesome little one. So the former band, and I didn't even know they broke up apparently just before the pandemic, Red Sun Rising. I've seen them open for a couple bands over the years. Don't ask me when. They were decent, but they weren't like they didn't have a cohesion together. Like there was 3 good members and 2 people that were playing other stuff. And that's kind of how I presented seeing them almost every time I saw them. Well, apparently the 3 good guys decided to freaking come together and make a little band called The Violent. And now it sounds good. Number 6, Follow Me by The Violent.
They always seem to leave me, come and go so easy. Case I'm shaking off and see. Remember if you meet me, cherish what you keep in everything you lost and gained from me. And it's a long and bitter road, so take the time to see it was me choosing to start.
And of course, right at the build-up where it starts freaking going amazing and stuff like that, and it kind of sounds like Alter Bridge, honestly. It sounds like Alter Bridge, but a more rocking out version of Alter Bridge. Like, best way I could put it. Like, it's almost like mixing non-pointing Alter Bridge. That's just a weird sound, but it sounds amazing. It's great. Like it. But there we go for the build-up and stuff like that. But enjoy. Have fun. I like it very much. I hope I hear some more stuff from that. That is their first single that they're releasing so far. This next one, number 5, man, I don't know where to fit this song in again. It's soul, it's R&B, it's pop, but it also has an influence type thing, a fluency of jazz. I've cross-edited it to so many eclectic playlists that I have that I'm going to be listening to this song probably for years to come. And it's still where to put it. The name of the artist is Maeta, and she's featuring Free Nationals on this, and it's called Through the Night. And honestly, it's very beautiful because I'm pretty sure this is written in 3/4. And a jazzy 3/4 is a great freaking nice song to say. Of course, just as it started up and gets to go, and I have to pause it because copyright trolls suck and I hate them. Gotta keep going and gotta keep playing them. Apparently somebody's having a conversation behind me outside, but whatever. Number 4, we've got a beautiful thing going on here with frickin' number 4. This band has been one of those bands that I've dismissed because of their propensity to fall into the category of sold-out metal music, honestly. They win Grammys for stuff that sounded generic in the 80s. Except now they are trying out doing covers of weird songs, and their covers now sound great. This cover was done so well, and matched Dickinson's vocals so well, and matched the musicianship, the solos, the intertwining, the layerings, the triples and the triplets over and over and over and over, the 4 solos that stack on top of each other in the middle of this song. I can't play all of it. I can play 30 seconds of the beginning and you'll hear some of the amazingness. But I actually thought for a second that this was their own song and wasn't a cover of one of the most amazing Iron Maiden songs in the world. And that is sacrilege. For me to actually have thought that this wasn't a cover, this was somebody else's song, is how good they did this song. So number 4, Ghost, Phantom of the Opera, Iron Maiden cover. Of course, that's where I copyright trolls suck and I hate them. Gotta keep going and gotta keep playing them. Plus, I gotta keep this like under 30 minutes and stuff, so I'm trying to keep it going a little bit. We're going into number 3 here. We all know Kodak Black. We all know NLE Choppa, and apparently half the world knows about BTS, and I'm just starting to get clued in and stuff like that, but Jimin of BTS. And we've heard of Jake, JVKE, capitalized Jake, for a while, but I didn't hear about the last artist on this one, Mooney Long. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, Mooney Long, that name sounds familiar, but I can't figure out why. Well, because I look at the credits and who writes a lot of these songs and who actually is the person who does it, and I try to represent as much of an authenticity as I can in these programs. And apparently she's been around for about 15 years. She's been she's like a Lady Gaga of sorts. Gaga was behind the scenes writing for tons of artists before she decided to actually produce her own music and sing herself. Apparently Mooney Long and Lucky Day as well was another artist similar to that. Pharrell did mention a few. Like these are artists that decided to have amazing solo careers after they had been writing for other people for years. I mean, going back to years ago and stuff like that, you had an artist named Jermaine Dupri, where he honestly has never really had a really good hit himself, but he has written and produced for so many artists that have top 10 hits all across the globe. Well, apparently Mooney Long is one of those, and these are just some of the artists that she's collaborated with. Rihanna, Ariana Grande, Chris Brown, Madonna, Mariah Carey. I think I saw Dolly Parton on the list too. Like, she's collaborated and written songs with so many people that I was mind baffled. Her voice accelerates this song more than a formal featurette, in my opinion, and makes this song that much better. So here's Angel Part 1, Kodak Black, NLE Choppa, Jimin of BTS, Jake, and Mooney Long. And of course, that's where we gotta stop, because copyright trolls suck and I hate them. Gotta keep going and gotta keep playing them. And going back to unusual things, and we can't figure out anything about the names of of artists or where they're from, or shit, even the names of the fucking artist. I couldn't even find that on this one. Besides an amazing social media frenzy accounts with pictures and all kinds of videos and highlighting their music, there's nothing on the bio of the band, including the irresponsible Wikipedia again, as I mentioned before. But they also seem to have a name of a band that's similar to a band that was out from the early 2000s, and I'm pretty sure it's not the same band. This one says that they're from Brisbane, Australia, and if I'm not mistaken, the early 2000s band that I remember hearing back in the pop punk and emo days and post-hardcore days and stuff is, I'm pretty sure the guys that had the band name of this Days Like These band name was from America. So I don't know, maybe it's been long enough the other band was defunct. Maybe it's just something that's so similar and so simple that they can use because it doesn't really affect anything. But number 2, the Brisbane, Australia Days Like These with Foolish.
looked up, I could see right through you. But awakens, I just can't stop. Can you feel it fall apart? I can't see you in the stars. Told myself I wouldn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, I went a little bit over and stuff like that, but I also wanted to give that little feel to it. It almost has that Paramore Ain't It Fun feel to it, but when they start rocking out and getting a little bit harder, they almost have a Lost Prophets feel to them, or like a unseen, Seeing Red, Unseen Army, Unspoken Army. What the hell is the name of that band? I can't think of it whatsoever off the top of my head. Fuck! Unwritten Law, that's the name of the damn band. They almost have a feel like them too, with almost like a Bouncing Souls feel to them as well. Really like a poppy but rocky at the same time, a little edgy at times and stuff. It's a little bit, maybe even almost a little bit like Thursday, but a little less emo than Thursday. But here we go to number one, and everyone is talking about the release of Take Me to Eden. Take Me to Eden is one of the best new songs created, and I agree it is one of the best new songs created, and I probably was going to put it on this list. And then I heard Rain. And everybody is sleeping on Rain, because Rain is my number one. The song Take Me Back to Eden, the album Take Me Back to Eden, is amazing. But the song Rain, which wasn't released until the album was released on Friday last week, on the 19th, wow. This is the one you should be listening to. This is the one that would take them everywhere. This is the one they should have released. Not even they had the song Take Me Back to Eden. Like, come on. What is wrong with people? Here's Rain, Sleep Token, number one.
For so long I have waited, so long that I almost became just a stoic statue fit for nobody. And I don't wanna get in your way, but I finally think I can say that the vicious cycle was over the moment you smiled at me.
And that's where we have to stop it, because copyright trolls suck and I hate them. Gotta keep going, gotta keep playing them. This week, honestly, almost every single song at one point in time could have been number one. There is a bunch of songs that honestly I could have tied, but I didn't feel that they belonged to be on this list besides these bands. Like, I needed to highlight a separate band on each one of these, so that's why Sleep Token didn't get mentioned the second one. Juice WRLD's No Good was released this week, and that was that was number 11. That literally was number 11 on my listing of all the songs and listening to them. I listened, honestly, I want to kind of just throw it on this list just for future reference so I can re-listen to it, but it's on other lists. I will listen to it, but there's so many tracks that another one that I didn't even get a chance to highlight that I was going to put on the list and didn't think about it. Maroon 5 did an amazing job with Middle Ground this week, but it was close going in. Newer artist by the name of Winona Fighter did an amazing Runaways type song, like Cherry Bomb type song and stuff like that, called Hams in a Glass. Great songs. I wish I could feature every single one of you on a top 10, but there's only